What is up, YouTube family? Welcome back to another video, man. Today, with just 12 days away from the launch, official launch of what has been 10 years in the making, Starfield, man, let's look at some new information that has surfaced from Peter Hines, from Phil Spencer, from Twitter, from people that were at the Gamescom event. As we know, Todd Howard said they set up like a 300, I don't know, was it 3,000 seat something for people to come and preview the first few minutes of the game. And to show them how exactly they, like how the game starts, what they could expect in character creation, things like that. Now, I'm not going to cover the actual gameplay because I know there are some leaks on Twitter, on TikTok, whatever. People have been leaking what was showed at Gamescom by Bethesda in that showcase thing there. But I don't want to go over it. I don't want to see it. I kind of saw bits and pieces of it, but I'm trying to keep myself away from all spoilers because I want to go into that game fresh on September 6th. I want to go into the game with no spoilers and just enjoy myself. But with that being said, guys, let's get to the video. Welcome back, guys. I'm Rampage Raiz, and we do gaming discussion videos, gaming reactions. We look at gaming news, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, PC, whatever. This is the place where we do not take part in the console wars. We give praise where praise is due, and we critique where critiquing is needed. Why? Because we love gaming. With that being said, let's get into some new Starfield news. So first up, man. First up, we have, where is it now? So this is a summary of Peter Hines, Starfield Q&A. This is basically what he said, and this is a summary thanks to Peter Ovo on Twitter who put this together. The game doesn't really start until after the main quest. So there is apparently a main quest. When you click new game, you go into the game, you got to play this main quest. I think it's quite long or something, and then you get to the actual game where you do your character creation and you get now your ship and things like that. Secondly, he says it's his favorite Bethesda main quest ever. Okay. Not much you can lead into that, but he says his favorite quest ever. He once accidentally got sucked into a vacuum of space because he boarded an enemy ship and the pilot took off. Now we know the whole piracy thing with the spaceships is one of the things that I'm looking forward to, taking over other ships and boarding them for that personal encounter where you hold them to ransom, things like that. I am looking forward to that. That's going to be so awesome. But he's saying that he accidentally got sucked into a vacuum of space because he boarded an enemy ship and the pilot took off. So I think the pilot escaped through some wormhole or that, and he got sucked in it as well. That sounds just awesome. Next, he got multiple passive POIs across the galaxy to find. An example he gave was a set of farms where the people give resources to the people of other planets. This was a big one. Modders will be able to create planets. Damn. So modders are gonna have a fun time with it. They can create entire planets. That is crazy. Not will they only be able to create their own quests, modify skins and things like that. They can actually create their own planets. Wow, that is insane. I'm sure modders are loving that, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see some crazy planets created by modders. Then certain companions will get annoyed with you if you do bad things, even companions who are really close to you. That is very interesting. If you watch my previous videos on my expectations of Starfield, where I said that I want interesting companion interaction, interesting companion side quests, relationship building quests and things like that, and this leads into that. The same like with Baldur's Gate 3, The Witcher 3, where and like Mass Effect, where the decisions you make has consequences. This indicates that I love a game where the decisions you make, the choices you make, has an impact throughout the game, not only throughout the game, but also your companions and the people around you through on your playthrough. So that sounds awesome. Then next you got lots of settlements with their own people and quests to find outside of the major cities. Okay, that means that there are a lot of settlements that you can discover. Is that now on various planets, or is it just outside of the major cities on the planets where those cities are located? Or are these like settlements that you can explore on unknown planets and you'll find a settlement there? We'll need to see. Then New Game Plus relates to the main story, so we couldn't say a word on it. Says it's different from most New Game Plus mechanics and it's rather special. Okay, interesting. Next, he says he doesn't know if you can fly from planet to planet as grav driving is much quicker. Only takes a few seconds apparently. He doesn't know if you can fly from planet to planet. As grav driving is much quicker. Only takes a few. Okay, so the grav driving is that what Tom Howard explained in the reveal, that you gotta get the resources in that if I remember correctly, you gotta get the resources that then powers the grav drive, and then it's like you travel like a farscape thing, like a fast travel mode from planet to planet. He's saying he's not sure that you could fly from planet to planet without using the grav drive, but the grav drive is the quicker option. Okay. Weapon mods combined with skills are really diverse. Said that he felt like Iron Man at one stage. Listen, I said in my expectations videos and my reactions to the Bethesda event, the guns look crazy in this game. The guns look exceptionally well crafted, exceptionally well designed. I love how the guns are designed here, and from the gunplay that you see in the gameplay revealed, it looks so smooth. It looks so great. Like that one with the shotgun, it just looks great. With the SMG, things like that. Oh man. So he's saying that you can mod the weapons with various skills. So weapon mods combined with skills, they are really diverse. So you can pull off various moves, stunts and things like that to make it look great. And he says at one stage he felt like Iron Man. Come on. Probably means with the whole flying jetpack thing and you're throwing weapons, grenades, all this different. So it's basically different ways to play. I love that. Next, you can get bounties put on you, but there are ways to undo them. Oh, we got a bounty system. That's great. So depending on how you play, you can have a bounty on your head, but there are ways to undo them. Okay, interesting. The question is though, if you get a bounty, will there be bounty hunters, specific bounty hunters after you? That is the question. Will there be specific bounty hunters coming after your head? Who knows? But that sounds great. I know Cyberpunk was supposed to have something like that, where you had a bounty on your head and bounty hunters would chase, but it never came to fruition. So, okay, will we actually see that here? We've seen it in games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey and that as well, where you had a bounty on your head and you'd have these these bounty hunters coming after you. So if you can have something to that effect in here, where they come from different clans and factions and that, that can be epic. Next, he said the museum on New Atlantis explains the lore of the game, the colony war, what happened to Earth, etc. Okay, so if you wanna get down to the nitty and gritty to learn the lore behind how we got to where we are in Starfield, you can learn it all from the museum at New Atlantis. Though I hope that they have some sort of cutscenes as well that gives you that also gives you that information. I don't just want to read it from looking at a particular like going to the museum, looking at a particular model or artifact like that. I also want there to be some sort of cutscenes that play into the story as to how we got there at that point, what happened to Earth and so forth. I hope we get that. I've seen a lot of games like Destiny 2 and that, where they explain the lore through reading things. It's just man, a lot of games do that. Next says the boost pack skill is really important and fun. Yes, the boost pack is going to be the most important skill tree to upgrade, because there is no vehicles, so you are constantly walking, and the boost pack will probably be the quickest way to get from A to B if you're exploring a planet, exploring a map, to get around faster. That's why it will be the most important skill, and it will be fun. So I agree with that. It's going to be the most important skill pack to me, at least, because I don't just want to be walking like crazy everywhere, walking and running. I want to get there sooner, you know. Hopefully there's fast travel points. Then a adoring fan cannot become a robot. Oh, that's that one with the adoring fan thing that they revealed. You cannot become a robot. Long. Interesting. I think he probably chose that as a because you can choose your perks. Not perks or something like that, and so you get a adoring fan trait to that. And there's probably something interesting quest with that. Okay. Next, there's an enormous amount of creatures. He has no clue how many are in the game. That's good. So we will be scanning a lot of creatures to learn what they are, from what planets they are, a lot of exploring to do. Question is, are many of these creatures hostile? Most likely. So that you can have a lot of battles with these creatures. My other question is, will they be legendary creatures? That's my question. Are there going to be legendary creatures on specific planets that you can go and hunt? That there's contracts on them, you know, something like that. That would be really interesting, and I would really love if there was something like that. That there's also some background to them, backstory to them. When you come to a planet, you're hunting this legendary creature, you see decapitated bodies and things like that that's laying around, and you get some backstory as to what happened to them and things like that because of this legendary creature. So I hope there's actually legendary creatures throughout the galaxy that you can explore and hunt down. That will be really interesting. Also, he has no clue how long it would take to 100% the game. He says after 150 hours, he isn't even slightly close. I see another Baldur's Gate 3 happening here. Yo, listen, I'm currently with Baldur's Gate 3. I'm like 70 hours into the game. I'm not even at Baldur's Gate yet. I'm currently only on Act 2. And I've done so much for 70 hours. And it's just amazing. So if he's saying he's not sure how long it would take to 100% the game after 150 hours, that is a good sign. Though I hope it's not just a lot of grinding and a lot of emptiness, 150 hours of emptiness. I don't think there is procedure. We know there's going to be procedurally generated plans in it, but it's got to be 150 hours of constant fun. Like with Baldur's Gate 3, every part of the map you want to explore because there's something interesting that you can find. And I know Bethesda would probably have done something similar. Because Todd Howard says, as how you play, it's your adventure. There's so much out there to discover. Man, then there's lots of mod support post-launch. Great for the modders. Mission boards can ask you to build outposts on planets. Okay, so mission boards, there'll be like a need to build an outpost on a specific planet and that, and you get rewards for it. And then he gave an hilarious example where the mission board gave him a quest to take 2 people across to a different planet, such as a space taxi. After 5 hours, he found the 2 people still on board his ship and realized he had completely forgot to take them to their destination. I'm so sure that's going to happen to most of us. That will happen to most of us, where you're side questing and then you get sidetracked by another side quest. That's happened to me so many times, especially in Baldur's Gate as well. But the targets, the 2 people were still on the ship. That's insane, eh? That's insane. So that tells me there's a lot of side quests, a lot of side missions in that. And I'm all for the side quests, man, as long as they're interesting. There's a lot of Easter eggs. There are lots of Easter eggs as you'd expect across the game. Okay. Easter eggs such as what? Easter eggs from previous games? Probably. There's no level cap, he thinks. No level cap. Okay, interesting. No level cap. Okay. Starter guides are coming out according to the German interviewer. No clue when. And then people on PC who have played the game early have said performance is smooth. So what about the people that played the game on the console? That's the question. So now I think on PC it's not limited to 30 FPS. I think it's you can crank it out more than that, but it's limited only 30 FPS on the consoles, I believe. Okay, but people on PC are saying they have no performance issues, the performance is smooth. But what about the people on console? Where's the feedback of the people on console? But anyway, that's Pete Hines' feedback, and I know that was pretty long. Then we have Phil Spencer also that mentioned something on the thing. So let's hear this out.
I am. So I think I'm on my 15th playthrough.
15th playthrough. Holy shit.
Like I start, we change save game format, blah blah blah, that stuff. I started in November, but I'm playing like I think on my final character playthrough of Total Space Pirate, and I'm total Space Pirate. I think it's more Oblivion than Skyrim for people playing.
Ooh.
It is an epic game. Okay, so we're super excited.
Yo, okay. This sounds like a game head that the head of Xbox has tested out this game thoroughly. He said what on his the Hamas playthrough? This is your 15th playthrough of the game. Now obviously he didn't finish the game. He's been doing 15 playthroughs, but I think he's been testing this game to make sure that there's not another Redfall situation. I think that he's been going through each playthrough, doing different decisions, seeing how the different what are the different outcomes in that, creating different characters, just to see how the game just gives more and more. And yeah, 200 hours in, man. I can tell you now, Phil Spencer has made sure to test this game out himself, and that is why he's so confident to put this game out there. Why Bethesda is so confident, they are happy with what they got. This is a good sign, man. Dude has seriously tested out. Yo. Yeah. Damn. He's going with total space pirate, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to go that route. But this sounds good, man. This sounds good. Someone that's put in 200 hours, 15 playthroughs. He's definitely tested out the game himself. This is a good sign. And he also sounds like a proud father with Starfield, man. So, man, more power to Xbox, man, to Starfield, Bethesda for, man, only time will tell when this game releases if it's going to be successful or not. But so far so good, man. Okay, here have the last piece. Here we got something more by Karim Jovian. Right, he's saying that the people that saw the special screen that they had of the gameplay, of the first few minutes of the gameplay at Gamescom, they noted that they showed about 25 to 30 minutes of gameplay with which cuts first 2 hours of the game, right? So feedback is the game looks nice, however the faces look dated. I've said that myself, the faces do look dated, and but yeah, I mean it's not so bad that it makes me not want to play the game. It's doable. It's doable. As long as the rest of the game looks good, there's a great story, a good engaging, captive story, I'm fine with the faces. But yeah, more people are saying the faces look dated. I've said that many times. Helmet highlights faces, making them look better. Okay, that's good. Sound effects and soundtrack are spectacular. Gunplay and ship combat is hard hitting. Gunplay and ship combat is hard hitting. Nice. Okay, that. One viewer says, Friday, something big is coming. This Friday? You mean this Friday? That's today. So what's something big coming? And the enemy hit feedback is much better, especially compared to Fallout 4. That is good. I played Fallout 4. I just couldn't finish it. I don't know. It's just, the thing is, I didn't play Fallout 4 when it first launched. I started playing it like last year, and I just couldn't get into it probably because it's the game is much older now. But I'm gonna give it a try again. But I know the gameplay is there, and if they're saying that the enemy hit feedback is much better, that's a bonus. Then views, vistas, and lighting are jaw-dropping. Come on, we've seen how the game looks. It looks like some cinematic piece of, and I don't know why people keep on saying, "Oh, this game looks trashy," whatever. The graphics look like that. No, it does not. It does not. But I mean, like I say, each one has their own opinion. Next thing it says, voice acting is much better than previous titles. That is good. That is good. They had to go all out with this. The voice acting had to be on point. Everything had to be on point, except for the faces. Except for the faces. And then reload animations were surprisingly slick. Reload animation when you reload the gun, that's good. That's awesome. I hope it's not slow and sluggish. Now my question is, no one's talking about how the performance is on the consoles. So my question is, the feedback that they had here, was it on a PC or the console? I mean, not the feedback they had here, but the showcase that they had here of the 25-30 minutes, was it on a console or was it on a PC? I'm not sure. Like Todd Howard said, they capped it to 30 FPS because they wanted to maintain that fidelity and all that you know, all the graphical part of the game looking nice and everything. They wanted to keep that at the sacrifice of locking at 30 FPS. But my thing is this: as long as it is a smooth 30 FPS and is not dropping, then it's fine. But if it's going to be a 30 FPS that keeps on dropping to like 28, you're going to feel the stutter in it. So if it's a smooth 30 FPS, I'm all for it. Though I'm going to be playing on a PC, though I need to upgrade my graphics card. Anyway, guys, that is it for the latest Starfield news, man, that came out of Gamescom. It's really interesting to see people or the positive feedback. Some not negative feedback, but people are being honest, like when they say the faces look dated and so on. It's great to see realistic feedback. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm still excited. We got 12 days before we launch to Constellation, and this game is looking more and more amazing. It sounds amazing. I feel like, and and this is purely my opinion, I feel like this is a passion project by Todd Howard and his team. It feels like it's a passion project. The same like with The Witcher 3 was a passion project for CD Projekt Red, and how Baldur's Gate 3 was a passion project for Larian Studios. I feel like this is Todd Howard's and Bethesda's passion project, and it's good to see that Phil Spencer and Pete Hines and that they have been testing out this game thoroughly, and you can clearly see that they are confident and they are happy to put this game out there, unlike Redfall. Yeah, let's forget about Redfall. Let's push it to the side. And let's focus on the next big game, that is Starfield. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, guys, do consider subscribing. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this feedback that we have been receiving? Do you think it's being overhyped? Do you think the game looks good? Or are you keeping your reservations out there until you have the game, until you've loaded the game up on September 1st or September 6th? Let me know how you are playing. Are you playing on PC, Game Pass? Did you pre-purchase, pre-order the game, or you playing on Xbox? Let me know down in the comments below, guys. Let's get talking. As always, I gotta love and leave you. Stay safe out there. The world's going crazy. Rampage out. Peace.